All right, happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to Survive Thrive. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are script and role play days. Monday and Friday, we go into breakout rooms. On Wednesdays, we stay right here. If you guys here on the Zoom call with me want to get in the spotlight and role play with me, go ahead and put your hand up. If you put, that's funny. If you put your hand up, you get to pick the conversation. Otherwise, I pick the conversation. So seeing that I don't have any, and I pick who's talking too, by the way. So we're going to continue working on our listing presentation. We cannot spend too much time on this. Matthew Drexel, it's great to see you. It's been a while. Uh, Speaking of Matthew Drexel, let's jump in here. So let's go right to the needs analysis. The transition is from one of three things typically happen when I meet with a potential agent. One, they hire me, which is awesome. Two, they don't hire me, which isn't so awesome. Three, I may choose not to take the listing. Now, in order for me to know if I can meet your goals and exceed your expectations, I need to ask you a few questions. Would that be okay? Yes. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, Matthew, you're up. Let's go.
Okay, John, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's one important goal that you have with selling your home?
I need to get my price.
And what's important about that?
Okay. I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage.
Mhm.
And I need to net at least 400,000 to buy the next house.
Okay, 400,000. And where are you looking to buy that next house?
Tampa.
Tampa. Oh, it's beautiful down there. What's important about Tampa?
So I've got a new job. Relocating for the job.
Okay, all right. And when do you have to be there?
Good job. I've got to be there by February 1st.
February 1st. Okay, good. All right. And then if we were to excuse me, if we were to hit one more goal that's important to you, what would that next goal be?
Okay, good job. So, Matthew, thank you so much. Great job. A couple coaching thoughts here, suggestions for you.
Mhm,
Need to get my price. What does that look like?
mhm.
Right? Get clarity on the number they have in mind. So, I need to get my price. Everybody just remember, as soon as you hear that, and you're going to hear this a lot, what does that look like? If they'll give you a number, at least you know what they have in mind, right? Okay,
Mhm.
Matthew Drexel, you did an amazing. Thank you for jumping in here and doing that. Bob, you're up next. Same conversation. By the way, I'm just calling you out. Okay, so we're going to get as many in here as we can for everybody who's participating and for everybody else who's taking notes. Bob needs analysis.
Yeah, John, on a scale of 1 to 10, one being you want me out of here already. No, one being it's a horrible transaction, 10 being it's amazing. What would need to happen in your
So let's
sale?
pause for just a moment, okay? So sorry to be a nitpicky here, guys, but I don't want to put, I want to have humor here. And horrible transaction, I don't want to paint that picture, Bob. So one being you don't like anything I said, and I'm gonna laugh and smile just like that. All right. One being you don't like anything I said, and you can't wait for me to leave. And 10 being now I'm gonna get serious. Pay attention to the tonality. All right. And 10 being I'm the right agent for the job. Where are we at? What needs to happen? Okay, I got to the end of the listing presentation. Sorry. On a scale of 1 to 10, one being not so good, 10 being awesome. What's one thing that needs to happen? All right, that needs analysis, Bob.
Yeah,
Guys,
thanks for being picky,
just
John.
skip over that part when you watch the video. That was horrible. All right, go, Bob.
John, on the scale of 1 to 10, one being you don't like anything I said and you want me out of here, and 10 being you, you're ready to hire me. What would need to happen?
All right, all right. So just for clarification, everybody, Bob, it's not your fault. I screwed it up. In the needs analysis, one is not so good, 10 being it's an awesome transaction. What an awesome sale. One being not so good, 10 being awesome. That's it. One being not so good, 10 being awesome. What's one thing that needs to happen? So, Bob, here's your answer. Get my price. I need to get my price.
Your price and what does that look like, John?
Good job. So, $450,000.
450,000, got it. And why is that important to you?
Well, first of all, I think it's worth it. I put a lot of money into updating the house. And secondly, by the way, that's a note that you want to make and keep it in your back pocket because you're going to use it later on. Uh, and secondly, I need the money. That's another note you're going to put in your back pocket and talk about later on as well. Need the money in order to pay off my mortgage and buy a new home.
I get it. And where is it that you're going to be moving to?
So in a needs analysis, I just want to keep everybody on the same track. We're not necessarily asking that question yet. I'm moving on to the next goal. So if we could accomplish what um, sorry guys, uh, you've got clarity on what the goal is. I need to get my price. You got clarity. That means 450. You asked, what would that do for you? Now you've got clarity on why that goal is important. Move to the next goal. So if we could accomplish a second goal,
Right.
what would the next goal be? All right, go, Bob.
Yeah. So if we could accomplish a second goal, what would that be?
I need to sell quick.
And what does quick look like to you, John?
Yes, yes, yes. I need a contract within 30 days. Got to be under contract within 30 days.
And why is that important?
Yeah, well, I'm relocating for starting a new job. I'm moving to Tampa. Need to be there by January, so I need to get this done quickly.
I got it. So if we could make this a 10 plus plus, what else would need to happen?
All right, well done. Well done, well done, well done. Joe Grant, coming to you. Guys, raise your hand if you want to jump in here. And I know there's some of you who are watching that are like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this, but yeah, you can. It's cool, man. We're all here to support you. All right, Joe Grant, let's go. Same thing.
All right, John. So, in order to meet these goals and expectations of yours, I got to ask you some questions. And the first question that comes to mind is, what is the most important thing to you about selling your home?
Price.
Okay, price. Now, there's a whole bunch of prices out there, John. Can you be a little more specific about that?
Yeah, 500,000.
Okay, 500. Got it. Now, how did you come up with that number?
Not yet, Joe. Uh,
You don't know how you came up with that number, John?
no, no, I'm coaching you, but I'm trying to do it in a way that's not so direct. We could talk about that later. Right now,
Okay. Because the follow on to that was going to be, okay, interesting. Now, what's that number going to do for you?
that's a good question. That's a good question, right? All right. So I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage and buy a new home.
Okay, awesome. And have you found that new home yet, John?
No, not yet.
Okay. So, how much did you need to buy that new home for that down payment on it? What did you need?
I guess I need the net at least 450,000.
Okay, not a problem. Awesome, John. So, that's really good to know. Now, I'm curious, if we can make this a 10 plus experience, what else would you want to happen to make this even better?
Well done, Joe Grant. Okay, let's go to Connor. Guys, get your hands up. I'm going to get as many of you in here as I can. Okay, even if you think you don't know it, it's okay. And trust me, I know who's been here longer. So I'm giving Joe Grant a little bit of a hard time. It's because he's been on the call for more than a year, and I'm going to be a little harder on him. But if you're newer to the call, I promise you, I'm going to be really nice to you. Watch how nice I am to Connor. Okay. All right, Connor, let's go.
You could be hard on me. It's okay. John, when it comes to the sale of your home, what's the most important thing that needs to happen for you to have this experience be a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, boy, man, I love Connor. You have such a bright future, man. You really do.
Thank you.
Uh, you know, I'd say I got to get my price, man.
And what's that look like for you?
500,000.
500,000. Okay. And why is that number important to you?
Yeah. Uh, that's what I need the money. Hi, Tyann. I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage and
Oh,
buy a new home.
okay. And if you had to choose a second thing That's also very important when it comes to the sale of your home for this experience to be a 10 plus. What's also very important to you?
Guys, do you see how awesome he is? Is he spending time practicing, drilling, rehearsing this? Hell yeah, he is. All right, Connor, the same thing with a little bit more energy and a little bit more personality.
John, well, first of all, price, that's awesome. And when it comes to the second, if you had to choose a second thing, what's also very important to you when it comes to the sale of your home to have this be a 10 plus experience for you?
Yeah, gotta sell it quick, man.
How to sell quick. And what's quick look like for you?
Yes! I want a contract within 30 days.
30 days. Okay. And why is 30 days important to you?
Moving to Tampa to start a new job, got to be there by January.
Okay. And so would it be more important that you get there in 30 days to start your job and
Right.
just
Pause. You're skipping ahead to prioritizing needs. We're not ready yet.
okay.
So in the priority, boy, I can't talk today. Prioritizing their needs, the conversation is, so if we can hit one of these goals and miss the other two, maybe barely miss the other two, what's the number one goal? That's the question, Connor. And you did an amazing job. All right, let's go, Charlene. Sean, you're up next. Joe, you're in the hole, and Ina. I hope I'm saying that right. Uh,
Bina.
Bina. That was my second guess. Uh, you're up after Joe. All right, Charlene, let's go.
So, John, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being okay and 10 being awesome, what needs to happen in the sale of your home to make this a 10 experience?
Yeah, I got to get my price.
Got to get your price. So, John, what does your price look like?
Yeah, at 550.
550. And tell me, what would 550 do for you?
She is so smooth. Uh, I just think it's worth 550. I've got all these updates that I've put into the house, and I just need to get the money.
So you need to get the money because you put updates into the property. I get that.
Yes,
And tell me, what would 550 do for you?
you already asked that
I
question.
did that. Okay.
Next question.
So John, if we could reach another goal
Yes.
and make this a 10 plus experience, what needs to happen?
Well done, Charlene. Well done. Guys, here's a couple things I want you to pay attention to that Charlene's doing. She's actually taking notes as she's speaking to me. You see her looking down. She's writing these things down. Do you care about me? Can I trust you? She's conveying, John, I care about you. You can trust me. She's also speaking back to me what I said in order to make sure that she heard me correctly. Really well done, Charlene. Okay, let's go, Sean. You're on mute, buddy.
John, really, really beautiful home. I really like the renovation you did on the master bath. So, question: what on a scale of 1 to 10, one being not so good, and then 10 being fabulous, what has to happen to make this a 10 experience?
All right, good job, Sean. That's the question right there. Well done asking it as well. I need to get my price.
Price, okay, all right. What does that look like? What does that price look like?
550.
550. Okay, that's awesome. All right. Okay. And what does 550 do for you?
All right, well done, Sean. I'm going to move on to the next person so we can get everybody in here. Guys, what happens? Quick question. Somebody answer this quickly, okay? What happens if this house ain't selling for more than 475 and you hear 550? What happens?
Should you go back to meet and exceed your expectation conversation?
Okay, I'm so glad I asked the question.
Make a note and move on to the next question.
Thank you, Jess. Yes. That's it, Joanne. That's it. This is not a time to overcome objections. 100%. You are just doing a consultation, asking questions. You're a detective. Okay, let's go, Joe.
Hey, John, on a scale of 1 to 10, with a 1 being you want me to get up and leave, and a 10 being awesome, what's one thing that needs to happen in the sale of your home for you to consider this a 10 plus experience?
All right. Everybody, if you were not watching Joe, if you're doing something else, look at your computer and I want you to watch Joe. Joe, would you do this again?
Sure. Hey, John, on a scale of 1 to 10, with a 1 being you want me to get up and leave, and a 10 being awesome, what's one thing that would need to happen in the sale of your home for you to consider this a 10 plus experience?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. He's smiling and talking. Did you know that's not easy to do? Very few
No, it's not.
very few people actually smile and talk. It makes you more likable. It's something that I have to work on. And great energy, great pace, super well done. Joe, how long have you been practicing this listing presentation?
Not long at all. Maybe since last week when I started kind of taking it serious. I printed it out, and now as you talk about it, I try to at least follow along.
You're doing amazing. Absolutely amazing. Bina, you're up next.
Good morning, John.
Good morning.
What a beautiful house you have, and I love your dog. So I will be happy to help you. And I just would like to tell you a little bit about what I am going to do.
Oh, Bina, I think you're amazing. I can listen to you talk all day long. We want to do a needs analysis here. So we're in the part of the listing presentation where you are going to find out what needs to happen for me to feel that I had a successful experience with you. So the questions are, what needs to happen for this to be a 10? Uh, why is that important? What does that look like? Why is that important? So we're going three deep. Let's just start with that, okay, Bina? Let's go right to what needs to happen for this to be a success.
Okay. What is important for you? So I'm a new agent. I'm taking notes, and
I love the fact you put your hand up, girl. I just absolutely
yes, thank you.
yes. What needs to happen? Just follow after me. What needs to happen for this to be a success?
What needs to happen for this to be a success?
Yes. Okay. I need to get my price. Now, the next part is get clarity on what that looks like. So, what does that look like? Go ahead, Bina. Just repeat after me.
What does that look like
Yeah,
for
I
you?
need to get $500,000 for my home. Now, Bina, the next part is what would that do for you? By the way,
Yeah, what
everybody,
would that do for you?
go back to what Joe Grant said. Is there a difference between what would that do for you and why is that important? Is there a difference? Are you hearing two different things? You should be nodding your head yes. 100%. Very different messages. So,
Mhm.
Bina, what would that do for you?
What would that do for you?
Okay, super proud of you. Very, very proud of you. Okay, let's go, Kyle. Same thing.
Hey, John, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a meh experience and 10 being just fantastic, what needs to happen for this to be a 10 experience in the sale of your home?
Really well done, buddy. Really well done. I need to get my price.
You need to get your price. Okay. And um, why is that important to you?
Ooh, what does that look like?
What does that look like? We just talked about that. Yep.
Buddy, there you
What does
go.
that look like?
600,000.
600,000. Okay. And what would that do for you?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yep.
yes. So I need the money. I'm highlighting need for everybody. They're not necessarily going to say it that way, okay? So
Yep.
it's going to sound like I need the money, but you need to be underlining that word need, right? I need the money in order to pay off my mortgage and have enough to buy my new home.
Got it. Let's pay off your mortgage, buy your new home. Okay.
Mhm.
If we could deliver another, um, if we can make this a 10 plus experience for you and accomplish another goal, what's another thing that would be important for you?
Perfect. Uh, Sell my house quick.
Sell your house quick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What would that do for you?
You missed. You missed. What does quick look like?
What does quick look like? Gotcha.
Yes, I need
Use their language. Okay.
a contract within 30 days.
In 30 days. Okay. Why would you like a contract in 30 days?
Okay, why would you like a contract in 30 days, or what would that do for you?
Okay. Got it. What would that do for what would a contract in 30 days do for you?
Two very different questions.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Perfectly. Well done. 9:27. I have a hard stop at 9:29. It's Wednesdays. Super quick. I'm looking for some ahas. Put your hands up and let's rep these out. As I'm saying that, nobody's got their hand up. Come on, guys. Michael Chilongo, I'm just going to come to you. So 10 years we've been working on this. You've coached hundreds of real estate agents. What are you seeing? Okay, you're not on mute and we can't hear you. Sorry, buddy. Uh, I know, yeah, nope. If you have a headset plugged in or you have a mic plugged in, take out that thing out of your ear.
How about now?
Yes. There you go. There you go. So what are you hearing, man?
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Weird. So what I'm hearing is that some people are uncomfortable with the script, the wording. Maybe in their heads they're saying, this doesn't sound like me. I want to kind of add some things that sound like me. Sounds great in your head, doesn't sound good in real practice. And the reason why is because words matter.
Yep.
And these scripts are designed to elicit a response from the seller and for you to get the opportunity to add in some levity and then get to the point and move to the next piece. And then the moment that you change it up, I see that people get stuck like deer in headlights. And yeah, that's because you left the path. Stay on the path until you know it backwards and you can do it in your sleep. So memorize back and forth until you can't get it wrong. Internalize it until you just can do it unconsciously. And then you get the opportunity. Then you've earned the right to personalize some of it, but do not lose the absolute essence of what these words mean, because words have meaning.
Well done. Thank you, buddy. I put my phone number in the chat. Patricia, 100%. Give me a call. Let's go, Charlene. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Aha.
Aha moments?
Yeah, you put your hand up, so I came back to you. Maybe it was
Okay.
from
I'm just
earlier.
going to say practice, drill, and rehearse.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. Sean, can you do it just as quick as Charlene did? That was great. I know, 9:29. I got to go.
Yeah, I wanted to piggyback on what Mike Shalongo said. What I heard a lot today was people who have internalized it and are on the essence of the script, but saying it in their own words.
Super close. Super close. Okay. Progress, not perfection. Great work, everybody. Got to run. Have a great day. Invite your friends tomorrow. It is short sale panel and go make it a great day.
Thank
Have a
you,
great day, guys.
Thank you.
Get them, everybody.